not interested in fame, we are only interested in a truth that can no longer be hidden. We are sure that many people can earn a lot of money with this information, but our goal is to show our work and let the world know that Elvis is alive. Background 1. Arrival to Argentina.
My name is Jorge Daniel Garcia. I was a soldier class 58 in the military service at Palomar Local Military Airport in 1977. I especially recall the 17th of August because I was astonished to see the arrival of a Pan Am Boeing 747. I couldn't believe it. It was the first time that such a craft landed there. It was a holiday, San Martin's Day, so only guard soldiers were on duty. It was 7:30 or 8 in the morning. There was a kind of limo and 3 or 4 Ford Falcons there. I was in the center box over there. I couldn't see that person very well because I was quite, but it must have been someone really important because there was a great commotion around. The cars left quickly and the plane stayed there for an hour, and I guess it took off for Ezeiza International Airport.
Pan Am flight from Memphis landed at Ezeiza the morning of August 17, 1977 with 1 hour delay. It was a direct flight and there was a ticket issued to John Burroughs, but no passenger with that name arrived on that day. Background 2. Appearance in Buenos Aires province.
I was part of the stage crew for Elvis' double. The band was called Telmo and His Rockers. We used to play in the west area of the province at carnivals. At that time I was very young, so I was going with my brother-in-law. This man was usually introduced as the Argentinian Elvis. It was 1986. He was a fat guy with a sort of funny way. I think his name was Padilla or Pachilla, but I'm sure you're asking me about this for the Matreros story, right? That night he had to sing in the Matreros Club, 3 popular singers, Terces, Sergio Dennis and La Torre. Everything was going fine. We finished our show and we were taking our step down from the stage. Suddenly we saw some paramilitary guys approaching him. They talked for a while and then Telmo followed them outside. He had his weird face. We were shit scared. We went out and saw that they were getting on a black car with dark glasses. That was all. After 3 days he appeared, but his looks were totally different. Nobody saw him again. He said he was not able to rehearse anymore because of a dread. Of course he was making it up. 2 or 3 years later, I ran into his guitarist. I think it was Telmo's cousin, and he told me the family had never heard of him again. They had called him once, and he said he was okay, and asked them not to worry. He mentioned that the whole thing had to do with Elvis because he was alive. Obviously, his cousins thought he was out of his mind, but Telmo went on and finally told him that the night in the Matreros Club, the person inside the black car that was looking for him was Elvis himself. I don't buy it. Everything happened exactly as I'm telling you.
Guillermo Pachilla disappeared on February 23rd. So far nobody has claimed his whereabouts or requested a habeas corpus. Background 3. The letter.
In July 2001, I received a call at home from my cousin Chuck. He is Argentine. He moved to the United States when he was a kid. He works for the police in Chapel County. That's the city where Elvis was from. He told me that he worked with a captain who was the only cousin Elvis had. His name was Harold Ray, and he had been killed in a procedure with some suspects some time ago. After his death, the man received a letter from Argentina, and my cousin opened it. The letter was signed by a cousin of his called Aaron Levis. It was a shock for both of us because we are rock and roll fans. And of course, we soon realized that Aaron is his middle name and Levis is the anagram for Elvis. So when he received the letter, he sent me a fax. And well, actually, it's this that I have in my hands. He finished his day and gave the letter to the family and the lawyer to be included in his boss's record. He spoke with the family about the Argentinian cousin, but I don't know, but they denied it. They did not want to be involved in anything. They didn't want to be involved in that. They said they had no cousins in Argentina, something like that. One day I was with some schoolmates telling funny anecdotes about life, so I told them this one, that okay, I have a cousin who is a cop, he used to work with Elvis Presley's cousin. I also told them about the letter, and finally about Harold's death. One of my mates has always been very special. He remembered that he had some clients in a bookstore some years ago that used to buy books in English. One of them was such a Mr. Levis or something, and for him, he was Aaron Levis. I managed to get to the bookstore, or at least to get the bookstore address, but my mate couldn't join me because he had some kind of money problems there, something like that.
Background 4, the location.
The man is talking with the two clerks in the bookstore. He is asking about a client called Aaron Levis. He tells them that he needs to send this guy an invitation. The girls don't want to give him details. They only tell him that this person has not been to the shop lately, and they think he must be or even dead. They say that he used to live somewhere in Parque del Loire neighborhood.
After 2 months of guards in Parque del Loire neighborhood trying to get information about Aaron Levis, we finally took the following images in a place called Deborah. It is the morning of October 29th, 2006.
Acá, está la camioneta, ¿ves? Eso por ahí. Ahí está. Y ahí está, boludo. No te puedo creer.
Our reporters cannot believe what they see. They are very excited. It is Elvis. They try to get closer, but it is quite difficult.
Un momento, por favor. Un momento. No. El oso, boludo.
It looks like they left something behind. It's a teddy bear.
Vamos, la mierda.
The teddy bear called Mabel was not destroyed by the Barney Doberman dog in Wookey Hall Kids on August 3rd, 2006. It was sent to Argentina.
We believe that Elvis wanted to have his favorite bear with him as he sensed his life was coming to an end. We tried to give it back, but a very persuasive bodyguard did not allow us to get to the house. So far, we haven't had the chance to contact Elvis again, and we honestly think they will do their best to happen.